Music's so satisfying, isn't it?
It really is,
It
man.
makes
I
me
love
feel
it.
good every time I hear it. Yeah. So a little bit of surprise.
Starting off this show out of your Falcon mind.
Oh shit! A little bit of a surprise, man. We traded up.
Yep.
Got a little bit of a surprise, and then we made some. Hopefully, made some people happy and got an edge rusher. So yeah, let's talk about rounds 2 and 3. And welcome back, folks. Thank y'all for coming back tonight after we were with y'all for 4 hours last night with our boys from New Millennium Falcons. Hope y'all had fun with that. We certainly did, man. And we posted the our reaction video today of whenever Bergeron was drafted. It was pretty. I did not see you checking your pulse. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
was
I was doing that though. Look, I was really in a panic because my body started tingling. So I was like, let me calm myself down. I really have some type of health incident.
Yeah,
but man, what a great night.
Dude, that was fun, man. That was that definitely gonna make that a yearly tradition, man. We gotta do that.
I just want to thank everybody that came, and I know a lot of people didn't stay for the whole 4 hours. I wouldn't have either, but just thank you for popping in and out, whoever came. And if y'all got to see the reaction today, it was awesome.
Hell yeah, man. And we're at 498, man. 2 more to 500.
2 more, 500. Let's get us there. I'm gonna tell you, we need 2 more Instagram followers for 100. I need about 2 more TikTok likes for 1,500. So just go across all platforms and start liking and subscribing, and y'all will get us there.
That's right, man. So yeah, so we had the 44th pick, as you know, and we got. And I was actually on with JR and Fleek, actually on pound for pound earlier for about an hour, and for when that pick happened, actually when we traded up and with the Colts, and we were all thinking like, okay, it's probably gonna be Brian Branch right here. It could be, Keon White. It could, we possibly Cody Mock. Like whatever. That was the names we were throwing around. So whenever we selected Matthew Bergeron came on the field, we're like, huh. And because of all the people we watched, I did not watch 1 minute of that guy. So I had to go. Well, all of us were kind of like scrambling to look up, like, shit, who is this dude? So 6'5", 322-pound left tackle, but translate, it's going to be a guard. Man, he's going to play left guard for us. And everything that we read, he was by some picked as the best, one of the better, like top level swing tackle type guard position players in this draft, and they thought like he might actually go in the late in the first, mid to late first. So for us to get him there, they must have just really, like Terry said, man, if they like a guy, they're gonna go get him, man. And
I have to ask you this, John.
Yeah.
Did you see the pick live? Like when you was on pound for pound?
Yep.
Now, did the quick come immediately, or did they take the full time to pick the pick?
It was a few minutes. It was a few minutes. Yeah, it was a few minutes. But it was, obviously they knew who they wanted when they traded up. But just basically looking at him, man, this is from the Draft Network. Overall, excellent range. He can be trusted on longer pulls. Hitting the backside cutoff block should be an attractive option for zone rushing offenses. Sounds like us. Keeps his feet engaged, operates from consistent base, has sufficient length within placement. Now, our boy Aaron Freeman just tweeted out a second ago that in 2022, he was a 90th percentile in pass blocking. And then in 21, I'm sorry, that was 21. And in 22, no, I'm sorry, that was 22. And in 21, he was a 95th percentile in pass blocking. So also important, he can actually pass block as well as run block. So, I mean, like I said, it wasn't like a, oh shit, wow, we got this, but it took us a second, but that feels a big need, man. Because I wasn't cool with Matt Hennessy. I don't know about you. I didn't want Matt Hennessy starting left guard. We knew it would be Jalen Mayfield. Mayfield's now on Indeed now looking for what he's going to do next.
Yes, and I'm happy. I'm gonna tell you why I'm so happy, man. I think that's a balanced draft so far. We got 3 picks, but I feel like that's a balanced draft because, like I was making a joke that if you go get a car, sometimes you kind of irresponsible when you go get that car. If it's a used car, sometimes you may go straight to the radio. That's what you're thinking about. Let me get some speakers. Let me get a nice radio, because that's exciting. That's what you want to ride to. And we got that yesterday.
Yep.
So you don't buy like, man, rims now. You being irresponsible. You was kind of irresponsible. Now you don't go get rims. You go get something like a transmission. You go get the engine fixed. You go get new tires. And that's man, that guard position is a tire. That's one of the tires. And like what we need the most right now is to improve pass blocking. We do pretty well at run blocking. Our pass blocking was shitty. So Desmond Ridder. Just think of those first two picks, John, and who does those first two picks help the most? That's Desmond Ridder, you know?
Absolutely.
So you doing everything in your power to help that man. And I'm all on board with, like I said, I don't think he has to be as exceptional as everybody was panicking that he had to be. Not now. You're getting them help on the offensive line. Great help with Bergeron. And like you said, you got Tyler, you could just dump it off. Desmond Ridder is in heaven right now, and I think
be the happiest guy on the planet.
Picks.
Yeah, happiest guy on the planet, because you would have to try to mess this up at this point.
Yes, yep.
I mean, like, you're giving him every weapon. You're giving him a solid offensive line. We don't know that we assume this guy is going to be.
Yeah, assume. Yes.
I mean, you look his RAS score was a 9.8, I think, which is insane for that's an athletic freaking person right there, and to be 6'5", 320 and get that.
That's like a big man. That's a grown man. Dude. I love it.
And you look, how many times did we see last year, those runs to the right when you got Lindstrom and McGarry just mashing people.
Good. Yeah.
Now we can go to the left. We can have Jake and Matt out there freaking mashing people.
I'm gonna tell you why that's important. Every year in the off season, the team study your film. And we're gonna have a problem this year. We can't go left because every team is gonna know, they most likely are gonna run right. The probability of running right, you don't want to become predictable. So now if this dude pan out, now you don't know which way we're going. So that was gonna be a big problem because the whole league was on notice that we run the ball right. So 100%. I love the fact they went and got the left guard, man. And like I said, with all the veterans on the team, I'm just excited. I think that was it wasn't a sexy pick, but it was one of the ties for the car. You had to get that. I mean,
hell yeah. And his versatility is nice too. I mean, God forbid something happened to Jake, but
yeah,
I mean, you can slide him over to left tackle. I mean, like
we love Jake.
Absolutely. So I mean, you don't want to, and then basically, so the top reasons to buy in: experience and versatility, movement, skill, and range, controlled and smooth operator. And said the top reasons for concern was the modest length, which. So, man, you can deal with that with the arms. With that, long arms at a tackle is important, not so much with a guard. So, I mean, if he's going to play guard, that's not really a concern. Modest functional strength, need for development with strike, timing, and placement. Well, the good news for him is we have Dwayne Ledford, and that dude can coach him up some damn offensive lineman. So, yeah, dude, I got nothing. I mean, that's like you said, I got nothing but good things to say about this pick, man. Like I said, I know that the four of us sat there like, oh. Huh. Yeah. Like we didn't know at first, but then we were like I said, then we started reading and started like looking online, and we're like, okay, this is a damn good pick.
So I gotta ask you this, John. Before the pick came in and you did your research and you became happy with it, when we was coming to the podium, who did you want? When we went
I thought it was going to be Brian Branch or
that's what I was thinking. That's what everybody
or Keon White or and Keon ended up going later on. Then we thought he went to the Patriots. And just, I mean, and we were talking about it. I mean, I get why they went with, Matthew there, because we talked about it on the show a lot. Like a lot of the edges, a lot of them is their own project in their own way, especially when you get down to this part in the draft. So Keon may not have been an immediate contributor this year.
No,
he may have been like a developmental type guy. So when you go get a guy that can just slide into your left guard immediately from day one, and you already have your stud running backs, and then you got your quarterback who needs help. I mean, I got no issue with it, man. Aaron, what's up, buddy? He said, I want Addy. I haven't seen. Has Addy even got? I've been setting this up.
I believe he's still on the board.
Something must be.
I believe he's still on the board right now.
Something must be with that, man. I don't even know, because it must be like maybe a health thing that popped up or whatever. I don't know. He said, I do like Zach though. And that's what that was. So our third round pick. Oh, dude, Riley Moss, the white corner out of Iowa. He just went
Yeah.
to the Broncos.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
83rd pick. Anywho, yeah, so we just our third round pick, 75, we stayed pat. I thought it might be a receiver. Josh Downs was still on the board. With us going offense, the first two picks, I thought, well, maybe not receiver. This might be a defensive pick at this point. And yeah, Zach Harrison out of Ohio State.
I'm very cool with Zach Harrison, man. And shout out to Damsky. I know he's happy. That's his Ohio
Damsky and freaking Kevo, man. They gotta be
and
health, right?
And my man Kevo. I know they happy about that Ohio State thing. But again, what's up, Casey? Again, you got a new defensive end. I think that you got the radio yesterday. You got your booming system. Everybody was excited. We go yelling. These aren't really picks that you're gonna go streaking down the street for. But if you understand football, you know you got to get things you need sometimes. You can go get things you want sometimes, and then you go get things you need. And these are two things we needed. So I'm completely happy, man. I'm becoming such a big fan of Terry, of his common sense. Because, man, Mr. Thomas, I love the way he dressed. That's all. Thomas was a smooth dressing dude. He looked like a mobster. That's my guy for the style, but I couldn't understand his logic sometimes. And with Terry, you don't have to be a genius to understand what he's doing. The common football fan with common sense can see he's plugging puzzle pieces. So I'm a big fan of that guy.
And if we didn't go edge there, I think some people would have had a freaking fit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He says Zach is a raw ball of clay that Nielsen can mold into a gym. Yep.
100%. Zach's a big dude, man. He's 6'6", 272 pounds. So yeah, built right out of the style that Nielsen has liked over the last.
And he looked crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, he was a 5-star recruit going into Ohio State. Basically improved every season that he was there. They basically looking at the draft looking at the draft network, basically saying offers impressive blend of size, length, and explosiveness. His length is a notable asset to his game. Does well to play with extension, deploy his rush plan. He's got active hands, good power. Basically he's one of those guys that they say bet on the traits guy. He's that type of guy. So he's got all the traits you want. You just hope you have like a Nielsen that's there that can get the most out of those traits. So that's what we're looking at, and that's what we want to get. He's physically gifted dude, man. They said the only thing sometimes he's tardy off the ball, but he does have a good. I actually watched him quite a bit, and does have good bend for his size. You don't see typically guys that size having really super bend. He can get around the edge just fine. They said the top reasons to buy in: his length and stature, as athletic profile, he flashes dominance, and then the top reasons for concern is he didn't quite live up to that 5-star recruit and underachieved a little bit tight, inconsistent play speed and recognition. So again, when you've got Nielsen, when you've got Grady, when you've got Calais Campbell, you've got David Onyemata, you got a lot of guys that can coach this young man up and teach him how to be a pro.
How happy is Nielsen right now, John? I mean,
Nielsen's a happy dude, man.
I'm not even saying that that he's standing in a position where he's saying, "Oh, I got the most talented defense in the league," but you got one of the youngest, fastest, most potential-wise talented defenses in the league. So I believe he's brimming with, oh my God, all the things. It's like Kyle Shanahan, but on defense, like all the things I can possibly do with Troy Anderson and Epichetty and these cornerbacks, and now you got defensive end. I haven't been this excited to be a Falcon fan in a long time. And even Miss Kendra, what's going on? She said, I just watched Zach's highlights. I like it. See, that's what everybody did. They went right for YouTube.
Yep.
And he a beast.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's I had not to get off the subject, but I had to text the Bolt Bros. They you saw they got Thule.
I didn't see who they got.
Yeah, they got Tui Peloto. I think I nailed it. That's who I really wanted, man. That's the edge I wanted for us. But that was he went off way too early for us to trade up to get him. But anyway, I told him, I said, man, so we can call it even. Y'all wanted to be John. We kind of wanted to do these. So, it's not really even. But,
it's not even at all. It's not even close. But we'll call it even.
We'll call it even. Aaron said Tajay Spears is a Titan. Damn, that's a
Yeah,
good pick
that's
for them.
crazy.
You saw Levis. They traded up to get Levis.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man. I was trying to draft this girlfriend. I've been staring at this girl for 2 days straight. I mean, Jesus, Will, you the man, Will. I wanted to draft
She
your
was not
girlfriend
turned off.
first round.
She was not
Ooh,
turned off by the coffee and mayonnaise.
yeah,
But take Yaya Diaby. Damn it. Yeah, I liked him too.
yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
Is that his name, or is he being funny right now? Is that his name?
No,
Yaya
as far as I know,
Diaby?
that's all I've ever seen him called. Yeah, out of
Oh
Louisville.
man,
Yeah.
that's a
ATLP
cool
said
name.
happy for this. Heck yeah.
ATLP
All
said,
about it.
I am too. We are.
Art
Rise
said,
up,
rise up.
Archangel. Casey said, I think Arthur Smith wants to prove he can lead a good passing offense. He wants more balance. I totally agree. I think we'll run the ball more, but you don't also want them keying on running. That you don't want to become predictable. And like John been saying, Bijan is a hell of a receiver. If you go watch that film, Bijan can really catch. So it might be short passes, but we'll do a lot more passing this year then. And I think he'll open it up because if our running game is what a half of what we believe it to be, the opportunities for play action and like one-on-one in coverage is going to be something else. And Kyle Pitts in coverage one-on-one is an issue. Drake London in coverage one-on-one is going to be an issue.
This can be matchup nightmares, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like it really is. Like, I mean, I posted the thing earlier of like defensive coordinators this year when they go of Stewie just sitting there in the rocking in the corner. That's going to be them, dude. Because I mean, that's what they got
running up the sideline. It's going to be you're going to have an issue.
Casey said, "I like Branch.
I like Keon,
man.
man. I like."
What's going on, X? Hey, buddy. He said, "Yeah, dude. If he, right? I mean, if he falls to the fourth, I did not see that one coming. I mean, that's a stupid athlete.
Now, John,
man.
Is that a fall to the fourth because of a character thing? Or
Shouldn't be. No, I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe a health thing. I haven't heard anything about it. I've heard no character issues, no nothing. I mean, just I don't know, man. That's right up my tail.
Joe. Now you talking my language. Falcons to the Super Bowl this year, man. I'm already, man. You know, I'm thinking as soon as we got Bijan, I was thinking like, let me get my hand fitted for the ring. Like,
Dolphins take Devin O'Kane. Damn.
Okay.
Is Trenton Simpson still there? Has he not been picked yet?
I thought he went already.
See, I like Simpson too, but that's crazy. Ark said I got my popcorn ready. Damn right, buddy.
You damn right. I think, man, it's gonna be an exciting season, man. How excited are y'all? Like, I know we always excited every year, but
that's bizarre.
We got a real chance to do something this year.
That is freaking bizarre, man. I can't believe that.
It's been a lot of, but this.
Oh, here he goes. He just went to the. Oh man, he just went to the Ravens. That's a great fit.
Trenton Simpson did.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
that's a great fit.
My man, good.
Yeah, I think they got a steal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Archangel Campbell and Nelson could bring the best out of this. Yeah, dude.
Nah,
man.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing, man. It's like Isaiah McGuire, we liked him too, but he may be somebody that goes even later. Looks like at this point, unless he's been picked and I missed it. But yeah, I mean that's somebody that we could look at. And then obviously we gave up 110 to the Colts when we did the trade. So now we got one less in the fourth. But I gotta believe that we're gonna go a receiver at some point. Whether it's, and there's guys in the back end, whether it's like Trey Tucker out of Cincinnati, who's got that connection obviously with Ritter. There's a few other guys. I mean, there's still some receivers we can get late that could have a good impact.
I just want in like the seventh round, just grab my man Cole Tucker, man. North Illinois. Just grab my man Cole Tucker. That's my man.
He's probably gonna go undrafted, man. Chosen one, what's up, bud?
Yeah. Chosen one. And my man Wallace. And I think you told me he had a visit in Green Bay, so I'm just hoping to get drafted. I think that'll be real good. Yeah, we claiming the South Jaw, and I'm not even being cocky when I say that. Like I'm brand new.
I was pissed that Jonathan Mingo went to the Panthers.
Yeah,
that gives Bryce a hell of a receiver.
We gonna have something in the Panthers. Like they won't. I don't think that they will struggle like everybody think they will struggle this year. I think they'll be pretty damn good.
Yeah, I know.
I think in the South that the Panthers will be our biggest competition. I don't think it'll be the Saints or the Bucs. It'll be the Panthers.
No, I agree. I mean, they've already got a pretty decent defense. How y'all feel about our draft picks? Man, I love Bijan. pick. I know a lot of folks didn't. We all pretty much loved it last
Mhm.
night on the live show. Obviously, if y'all
You
go
gotta
check
see
out,
it.
I posted the 3 minute reaction. It was great because we were all on different streams. We had
Yeah.
like Trey knew before everybody, and then I think Fleek knew then, and then I think it was you, and then me and
Yeah.
Savion, and then
And then
Dansky was
Dansky's
like a
like
damn minute
he's in
behind
Canada.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a minute behind us, and then when he found it, dude, he just went off and went. I
I'm gonna
mean,
tell you why
it
it
was
was cool,
hilarious.
y'all. That you gotta see everybody. We got 2 boys in Florida. It's a boy. Trey is what in like Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
Trey was in Oregon. We had 2 boys in Florida. Me and John was in Georgia, and we had our
See,
boy in Canada. So everybody's finding out the draft pick like slightly different. You gotta see it. He posted it on Twitter. You gotta see
yeah,
it.
man, it's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I've obviously Twitter was ablaze today
Mhm.
with Jalen Carter, and Bijan and stuff like that. And dude, we said it I've said it repeatedly on the show. If y'all have watched the show, y'all have heard me say it. If Jalen is there, that's who I want. Even if Bijan is there, that's who I
Mhm.
wanted at 8 at 8.
Mhm.
Well, he was there. I just think some of those things that came out over the last week
Mhm.
from the coaching staff at Georgia, from things they've heard. Look, man, we don't get. Unfortunately, the Falcons did not call me to go interview Jalen,
Yeah.
so I don't know what was said. I
Mhm.
don't know. And look, if you watch the interview with Terry and Arthur, where they said they went to Austin, Texas, and met with Bijan,
Mhm.
that's where they made the decision. Was right there. They
Yeah.
took
Yep.
they took TQ with them. They went to this rib place. Man, they had some barbecue. They
Yep.
found out what Bijan was about. They knew then that was the guy because the tape speaks for itself. You just put on the tape and you can
Yep.
watch and see what he is on the field, but they want to
Bro,
see what
they
he was.
told him right then and there, if you there at 8, we will be taking you for the Falcons.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they knew what kind of man he was,
Yep.
what he stood for, all that. And by now, y'all should know that means a lot to Terry and Arthur.
Yep.
So when you've got coaches coming out possibly saying like, well, Jalen might not have been all about practice all the time. He may not have been super passionate about football, and he did come into the. I know all the stuff he went through. Trust me.
Mhm.
We said here on the show and said, y'all got to give him a pass on this. He just had
Yes.
the worst 2 months of his life.
Mhm.
But he came into his pro day 9 pounds overweight. He didn't finish his pro day because he was out of shape. All those things, and we were an hour away from Athens.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't know that the fit just didn't seem right after
Yeah.
all those things. You take all those things together, and yeah, you've got Calais and you've got Nielsen, and you've got other guys here, but when you've got a chance to, when we said all along too, if they take Bijan, I would totally understand why, because
Mhm.
of what he can do for the offense, and not just the offense, but the defense as well. And that may sound crazy, but as Adam said last night, what might be a 3 or 4 or 5 yard run for some guys could be an 8 or 9 yard run for
Yep.
Bijan. So that extends the drive, that extends the time we're on the field, that decreases the time that the opposing offense is on the field. So yeah, in essence, that kind of helps both sides of the ball out by
Mhm.
a lot. And the fact that he can just house it from any time,
Yep.
anywhere. I mean, like that's
Mhm.
just we don't have that guy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
And we
um,
haven't in a long time.
no. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if I think if everything is equal and and all those issues didn't exist with Jalen, then
It
you
would have been Jalen.
probably say Jalen
Yeah.
because that position, and y'all probably heard me say it and you're sick of hearing it, but like getting pass rush from the interior is such a not a very common thing in the NFL, but when you can get it, a la Aaron Donald, it's I mean, it's disastrous for the opposing
Mhm.
offense. I mean, it disrupts the quarterback's timing, it disrupts everything. But if that's something you're not really sure about, you're not sure about the person, you're not sure about the
Mhm.
guy. If you have any doubts whatsoever, then you don't take the guy
Mhm.
because if that's
Not at
you
8.
not now, if you have any doubts whatsoever, you can look at Bijan and they said we have zero doubts.
Mhm.
They asked him, man, I didn't see this. JR told me they asked everybody what they said they were going to do with their first check. They're going to buy a house.
Mhm.
A lot of it buy a house for mom. And y'all might know Mike and I are not huge religious guys, but he said first thing he's going to do is tied to his church.
Mhm.
I mean, come on.
You can't beat
Like,
that.
come on.
You can't beat that. And I want to add in something. That's not our opinion about Jalen. That's we saying what the Falcons did was they
Right.
did their researching. But the reason why I'm happy for him, man, is regardless, I like John just brought up a great point. when you're an hour away from kind of all of the bullshit that sometimes you going away is going to help you way more than you staying around your friend group and your peers and all the issues. Now you get to go away to a real Super Bowl contender, like, you get to go to a Super Bowl contender, and again, it's good coaching over there, it's good leadership over there, it's some veterans over there that'll help Jalen, and I was just happy that he went, man. And I think that everybody should be. You should not. I know it's some of y'all that is furious because you think that Georgia boys should stay in Georgia, no matter what. But regardless, I'm just saying this: you have to be happy that Jalen went. You got to want the best for him as a man, as a person, as a student, as an athlete. And I think Jalen, I'm just happy he went, man, because he deserved a second chance. And hopefully he do well with the second chance. I'm happy. Hey, he went to Philadelphia. He went to a good team. He went to a great team. And I believe he's gonna do great things. And I'm just happy for him that everything he went through, it didn't, because it could have took him out of the draft.
Yeah.
The man could be in jail right now. The man could have went to the third round. The man could have, so many things could have happened after that pro day. So just the fact he still went early speaks to his talent, man. And I wish the best for my dude.
And he's surrounded by his boys. Yeah. Hell, half of Georgia, half of 21 Georgia's defense is already on that damn team.
He's not there sad and depressed and homesick. He got his boys with him, went to a great team, and we all happy for Jalen. So I just want y'all to not bring in that narrative and create no drama behind it between Jalen and the Falcons. Or what happened to Jalen was a very good thing. We wanted Jalen. I think John wanted him. I wanted him. Fleet wanted him. Savion wanted. We all wanted Jalen, but Jalen did good. That man earned himself a position in the NFL, and he got it, man. So we proud of him. And there should be no negativity like associated with that. We got a great pick. We got 3 great picks so far, and Jalen went to a great team as well. It's wins for everybody. It's just no need for.
We got a friend that we gotta bring on.
Who's this? That's my man, Berto. Hey, Berto, I've been waiting on you, man. What's going on, brother? Man?
Everything is good, man. Everything is good. How you fellas doing, man?
I'm doing
we're
good.
Doing great, brother.
Berto, I gotta ask, first and foremost, how is Berto feeling about Bergeron?
We're gonna make him cry again. God damn it! He just got done last night over Gonzalez.
Man, it was wellness check in full effect, man. For y'all that know me, man, I was riding hard for Gonzalez, man. But hey, listen, man, I'm gonna roll with the fucking team, man. I stand by what they do. I have my reservations about that pick, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm happy. The offense turns into, like, pick your poison, sort of say Bijan's an ultimate, contributor, gonna be an ultimate contributor. Mm-hmm. So it's all on Arthur Smith now. How creative can he get, man? Mm-hmm. I would love to see a package with Algier, CP, and Bijan all on the same time. Absolutely. Something like that to get the juices flowing, man. Absolutely, man. Mm-hmm. But again, Bijan was the pick. I'll roll with it. I just had different feelings, different need for the Falcons at that point. I think that running back, as deep as it is in the draft, the Falcons could have went in the later rounds. Yeah. And grab one of those guys. But hey, listen, let Terry cook in full effect. I'm with it. I'm with it, man.
Yeah, we were just talking about it, man. Like we think, when he took that trip to Austin, that was that. Like when they sat down with him, when they found out what he's about, and they they were like, okay, this is our dude right here. And so and like I said, and to wrap up the Carter stuff, I mean, I said it before on the show. And it was kind of like Kirby said it in an interview with 680 The Fan, probably halfway through the season. And it was it was a toss away comment, kind of like, nobody really said anything about it. There was no follow-up questions about it, but it was, talking about Jalen, and he just happened to mention, like, hey, man, if, maybe he get in better shape, he can stay on the field more. And it was like, I was like, oh shit, but, and I also thought, okay, this is also Nick Saban coaching tree here. Like, that's classic Saban shit, like talking about his players. So, nothing Saban says is unintentional. Like, he knows that whatever he says is going to get to his players or whatever he says. So, like, there's a reason behind it all. So there could have been a reason there for him to, like, kind of light a fire under Jalen, like, hey, dude, well, let's go. Yeah. But, like, Jalen's been probably dominating every level of his sport since he was, who knows, whatever age group. So, now NFL, he's going to have to. He's not going to be just he walks in and dominates. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, and for Philly, they essentially just replaced Javon Hargrave. I mean, that's their new Hargrave. He's a younger version. So
he walks into a tremendous situation over there too, man. He's gonna look for Fletcher Cox.
That's what I said.
You know what I mean? So he's got some guys over there that could definitely take him under his wing and really show him the ropes. The only thing I find a little bit negative is being on the team with your boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got Nolan. Did you? Nolan, you know, having Nolan over there, Nakobe Dean, you know.
Well, so you know what? Those
they have too.
Well, I think those two guys in particular will have an amazing influence because you saw Nakobe like cussing out Nolan Smith at the end of the game, like 2 years ago, because he was in the wrong spot. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, Nakobe's that dude, man. And Nolan took Nakobe's spot right when he left.
That's your dude, John. John loved Nakobe, though.
Yeah, he was great, man. I mean, like he was just. I mean, he was that type. You know, he didn't get hurt. If he didn't get hurt, you know, and have that issue, then I mean, you look at. I mean, him and Jordan Davis, all those guys that are there. I mean, that's a great nucleus for him, and just to be that far away from Georgia, man. Like it's just a new start for him. So
I love that he got a new start far away from Georgia.
But the best one, Archangel's happy to finally get some pass rush. Yeah, man. So.
Hold on, John, I gotta ask you this. Berto, from A, B, C, and D, what is your blunt, honest grade of the Atlanta Falcons draft so far?
So far, B-.
A B-. No,
why? I give it a B- because I felt like that Bergeron pick in the second round was a reach. We should have. I just feel like it was a reach because how the board is going or was going. Bergeron would have been available to us at 44. So giving up, you know, that 113th pick, I think it may come back and bite us in the ass in the long run because we're going to come out of this draft without a player that could have potentially helped us at that spot. Man, yeah, I just think it was a reach, and that's the reason why I'm going B-. The Bijan pick, love it. Okay, Zach Harrison, I understand why they did it. You know, they wanted to add more depth to that room. So you fell in love with the intangibles, what he can bring, what he can offer. He was good at Ohio State. He is a project. But you know, having Ryan Nielsen also, you know, that defensive line whisper could probably shape him into, you know, a better player. He fits the mold of what Marcus Davenport was in New Orleans. So I think now with more time, with Nielsen and Zach Harrison together, I think something could happen there. I think so.
Yeah, I'm good with it. And when I was on with JR on pound for pound during the Bergeron pick, and we were thinking, okay, Branch or maybe Keon White or like that. That was in our thoughts. And then when they said Bergeron, we were like, And like, because I don't know about you, like I hadn't watched a minute of him. Like I hadn't watched anything on him. Like, so you did. All right. So so we start reading stuff, and I start reading like one of the dudes, I can't remember who it was, but he was like, yeah, this guy was actually the top of the board for many guys as far as their guard, tackle, swing type of positions. He could have felt like they felt like he could have even went in the late first. So
a lot of hype going.
My hope is that Terry or somebody heard that, okay, here's this run on, because we kind of thought that there might be a run on interior lineman as soon as was it Avila went?
Avila went.
So we were like, oh shit, you know, and then so maybe they got word that he's not going to be here. Like that's what because I thought the same thing. I thought I'm okay that we traded up. I was thrown off by the player that we traded up for.
Yeah.
But then I go read about it, and I'm like, okay, 6'5", 320.
Yeah.
Will flourish in zone. Will flourish in the zone read. Which is what obviously we do. Obviously, we have a needed left guard. So all that stuff, you know, I'll wait and see. Kind of a situation there. But yeah, Zach Harrison.
John Berto, hold on. I want to ask y'all something. What is the probability that you feel like percentage-wise that we didn't have to move up and that man would have still been available at 44?
Oh, 100%, man. I don't think we should have made the trade to come up and get him. If we would have stayed at 44, I think he would have been the pick at 44.
God damn it, Berto.
Yeah, man. Okay. For real, man.
Well, that's all we can do is assume. Because, like I said, I mean,
unless they knew something.
Unless they knew and that's the only thing that we'll never know because they're just never going to say
true.
it.
Yeah. And this draft pick right here speaks to what Terry and Arthur have been preaching: versatility. What can you do? Can you do more, a little bit more than what you're used to doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He comes with that. He played left tackle. He played right tackle. He is projected to be a better guard than he is on the tackles. But you can also see that where you can groom him potentially, not now, but potentially be the replacement to Jake Matthews, or if Caleb McGarry shits the bed, boom, we can kick him on the outside too. So there's ways. There was a way of thinking with that pick. And another thing too, man. Who was it? Dwayne Ledford had extensive conversations with him. So anytime when the coaching staff really gets their hands on you, is because they fell in love with something more than just the tape, man. So.
Yeah, and I'll defer to Dwayne Ledford on that. He's earned the right to let us trust him on that one. So and
I want to jump in, Berto, one more time.
Sure.
When we was coming to the podium before we picked Bijan, when it was our pick, and they was talking about social justice and all that, who did you want? Who did Berto personally was like, man? But I'm talking about this. One I'm asking you. Because before this, I asked you this, but it was whoever was available, like everyone in the draft. But as you saw the people that went before, the people that was already gone, from the players that were left, who did Berto want? Who did Berto think?
I stuck to my guns and said Christian Gonzalez. I stuck to my guns 100%.
That's Berto. Berto was not coming off that.
I was not coming off of that, man. And I gave a lot of reasons as to why, mainly circled around Jeff Okudah. I know we traded for him. He comes with a lot of hype. He was a former first-round pick, but it's just that health-wise, man, he hasn't been the healthiest. Last year was his healthiest year. We've had problems at the position before, and me and John talked about it. John, we went Mike Ford. We went Darren Hall, and who else on the outside? Cornell Armstrong.
God
and
damn
I kept saying, I was like, Atlanta cannot make that mistake again.
Yeah.
They cannot. God forbid any of our current players go down. But you can't go into the new year thinking, okay, we're good with just Okudah and Terrell. Injuries happens. It's a physical sport, man. Yep. So you want to have the best premium players available at all times. And last year, we didn't have that in certain games, man. So and it bit us in the ass, man. So man. So I stuck to Gonzalez, brother.
So here's the question of all questions I got for you, Bert. I need you to explain somebody's logic to me, okay?
Oh boy.
Because I was a fan of Christian too. I was waiting on you to come on. I want you to explain this logic to me, what you think of going through this. Why would the Redskins get the cornerback, the Redskins? I'm sorry, please don't cancel me. I said the Commanders. Don't cancel me. Why would the Commanders go with the cornerback they went instead of Christian? Why did they not grab Christian?
Yeah. So this man, and I missed this live with Smitty, and he had Fred Smoot on. Fred Smoot, as we all know, has strong ties to Washington. He spoke highly.
Oh, he's a Mississippi State guy too.
He's a Mississippi State guy, exactly. So it made sense when after the dust settled, and we was like, because I was one on air, I was like, what the fuck, Emmanuel Forbes? This is a guy that was rated in the second round.
That's what we all said.
Yeah. He went here. So I was like, but then I started to think, I'm like, wait a minute. I know why. I think it had to be, they were influenced by that pick. And if anybody would have been, it would have been Fred Smoot, man. 100%, man.
See?
And I didn't read anything about it until earlier today, but I heard that some of the interviews weren't great with Christian. And I don't know if you heard the same thing.
I did.
I did. But I mean, I guess that.
But why, John? Like, what was he saying? That did they give reasons specific?
We'll never know. No.
Yeah, they won't release that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like how CJ Stroud shit released. I don't know how that got out.
I know.
That's private. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Those the one say, man, he know Dean Pease punching the air.
Absolutely. Dean Pease is like, why can I get this type of talent when I was on, man?
He's just Dan recliner just like kicking the fucking air.
But he did a damn good job with what he had. Let me jump in there. Because man, Berto just said it was plenty of game where we wasn't even playing with our starters, and that man did a damn good job.
He did.
Yeah, Aaron was saying, which is what I said earlier about Bijan. Yeah, and he's cool too. He said he smiles 90% of the time, so that's good. Have a nice little positive guy. That's good.
Yeah.
Arcs at NFC South champs.
I can't disagree, man. We're coming. We're coming, man. It's up to the coaching staff, man.
The Saints lost the trenches this offseason, and they beefing back up. Yeah.
I asked Chris what he thought about the Isaiah Foskey. He said he liked it. Isaiah Foskey wasn't my favorite edge at all, so I kind of liked it too, to be honest. I was like, I kind of dig that y'all got him too.
You know who kept asking me about Foskey, and shout out to ATL GA Faithful. He kept asking me, what's your thought on Isaiah Foskey? Dude, I've seen his tape. I didn't like what I've seen. He broke records for Notre Dame as sacks and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just like, all right, you got a sack. Okay, but you didn't do nothing fancy to get that damn sack. You know what I mean? On some of them, he kind of walked into him. It wasn't like, like a Will Anderson type earned sack, you know what I mean? Where he hustled his ass, beat with all these, fancy moves or something like that. No, man, his shit was just garbage, bro, for me, man. I'm sorry.
No, I was the same way. I was like, yeah, I'm good on this guy. I don't need to see him. So, I mean, shows the one. So I see Ryan Nielsen interview he had with Atlanta Falcons. Seems like a villain with a superhero costume when it comes to defense.
Good way to put it. To put it.
What's up, Wallace? Good to see you, brother.
Oh, Mr. Wallace.
We said we could maybe gotten Bergeron. Yeah, man. I mean, that's
absolutely.
We'll never know, but it sure as hell seems that way because all of us sitting there going like, we don't even know who this is. I mean, you did know, you knew who he was, Berto, but down here in the South, we don't see much Syracuse football, so we weren't serious. So we're getting people who fits a team. Yeah, man. What type of wide receiver fits this Arthur Smith team?
Tell Mike his mic. I can't hear him. Yeah, can't hear you.
Oh, there we go. So you hear me now? So I agree with you, Chosen One. We are getting people that fit the team. I absolutely love it. Yes.
Well, and this question here, man. I mean, you've seen it, man. Drake London.
Sorry to interrupt. Darnell Washington just came off the board to the Steelers.
I'll be damned.
3.
Yeah.
That's a great pick for them.
Wow.
They've had a good draft. Steelers have had a good draft.
Very good draft.
Yeah, he's gonna be a monster up there.
So I have to ask y'all something. Who do you think has had the best draft? Just have you had to pick one, and you can't pick Atlanta. Like, just who do you think has had a damn good draft? It's not us.
Man, good question.
Seattle's had a good one. In my opinion.
I think Indy has had one.
Indy's had a good one.
I was gonna say Indy. I don't want to give them any props for how they did that round.
Yeah. I think something, and what's going to come back to life in Indy now is that damn offensive line. I think,
because somebody can move behind it.
Somebody can move behind it now, move the pocket
sorry,
a little
Matt.
bit.
I'm sorry, Matt.
They both grabbed him at the same time. They both punched on Matt at the same time.
Sorry, man. We love you,
Matt.
Yeah, you kind of statuesque for that, and you had a great line in front of you. You made them look pretty freaking bad.
Yeah,
man. But I think so. I think Indy had a pretty good draft, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, clearly Houston, man. I mean, to do what they did.
Oh my God,
get the quarterback.
So bold. I mean, so bold. I'm in love with what they did, man.
Yeah,
aggressive. That's that's
really aggressive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for D'Amico Ryans' first year making moves like that, oh man, go ahead, bro.
I knew he was going to go after. With them having the Alabama ties and Anderson, I knew that was going to happen, man.
Yeah.
It just seemed like it made sense.
Yeah.
Philly's had a hell of a draft. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's crazy.
Dude, they got Sidney Brown too. I mean, which is a great fit for them. Great fit for them. Pisses me off so bad, but it's great.
I was just on with Big Low and Uncle Steve, and when he came on, one of the viewers was like, "Man, perfect replacement for Gardner Johnson."
100%.
Like, you know what? Yeah. That's right.
Yep,
that's right. Gardner Johnson's with the Lions. Oh, the Lions have had a great draft.
Shockingly,
shockingly,
out of nowhere.
Shockingly.
Anyway, chosen one. Basically, man, Drake London, Matt Collins, that's the type he likes, but clearly with Scotty Miller, man, you got to have some tape the top off type of guys. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised here in these late rounds if we pick up a guy that, a little bit more of a speed type of dude than what we have. And you're going to see CP more wide out this year as well, I think, than now with
I think so too.
Yeah. And you're going to see Bijan in the slot too. I mean, you don't draft a guy that has been successful doing that and not use him in that position. Like I said, the Philadelphia Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah.
What are you guys' personal expectations of Bijan year one? What would be deemed successful? What would be deemed failure?
I think he needs to be offensive rookie of the year.
Damn, John went for the that's why I love John. John went for the ball.
You taking him 8 overall, and in this offense, you need to be offensive rookie of the year. because
Yeah.
I mean, now we haven't seen how Dez is going to spread it around because honestly, Dez has had 4 games with basically McCole Pruitt and Drake London, so now he's going to have Drake London and Mac Hollins and CP and Bijan and Tyler, and the list just keeps going on. So now we don't know how the distribution is going to be. I would expect Bijan to get the bulk of the carries or the bulk of the touches, but he's going to be getting combination catches and carries during the game. He's like Berto said, you're going to see the points where you've probably got Bijan and Tyler in the same backfield, possibly even with CP in that little diamond formation they like to do. That's going to create so many matchup problems, man. The middle linebacker, whoever's calling the plays, is going to be like, "Oh shit, what are we doing here?" So,
John, I mean, you and I chopped it up a little bit earlier through text, and a little bit of my reservation as to the Bijan pick, with everything going on,
right?
And like I mentioned to John, I'm like, here's my issue with putting all our eggs in one basket with Desmond Ridder, and fucking go Desmond. But here's my issue. You load up the box because teams now know we're going to fucking run the ball down your throat, whether you like it or not. They stack the box, right? They take the run away. You're really going to trust Desmond Ridder to make the correct throws? He only has 4 games. He hasn't seen all the defenses out there. That's my concern, that the Bijan pick would do more pressure on Desmond than it would help him out, because now you're going to potentially force Desmond in critical spots to make the best decisions that he possibly can. That's my one concern. And after 4 games, has he shown you that? Has he earned the trust of the coaching staff to say, okay, Desmond, go win this game for us. Go ahead and make the right call. Can he audible off of what he sees? There's a couple things that, still bother me. And that's to the Bijan pick. But that would be the biggest thing, just in a nutshell. Just how his decision-making is going to be once everything's stacked on him.
So I'm kind of in between you all, because here's what I'll say. His success to me is he don't have to be the rookie of the year, but here's what I'll deem him as successful. Is I'm just thinking of like fighting. My right hand is stronger than my left hand, but my left hand can do some damage, but my right hand is stronger. I just need him to be the right hand. I need you to be the heaviest punch. So that Desmond can be the left hand. I don't need Desmond to be the right hand. I don't need it to solely rely on you, and then you the second. Because when you go 8, you need to be like John said, you need to have instant. You need to be the right hand. You need to be the knockout blow. You need to be the one everybody's scared of. That way, I might could sneak you with the left on like an 8-yard pass. I just need you to make a 12-yard pass, an 8-yard pass, a 14-yard pass. But to your point, Berto, I cannot say I'm out of my Falcon mind, so I will say it. But I can't justifiably say that I know he can win us the game. That if they take away the run, I know you can win us the game. I can't say that. Now I'm out of my Falcon mind, so I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, agree.
But I can't say it. So what I'm just saying, I just need a right and a left hand. And when you go 8 and everybody calling you a generational talent, you need to be the right hand. It should not be Desmond in the right hand and you the left hand. You the right hand, so he can be weaker. He can make mistakes. He can come along as a weaker left hand, but still functional.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, nobody can say that they know that he's going to have.
No one can say,
because we just haven't seen it yet, and not at this level, So,
but I love Berto because he want him to do it. So I don't want anybody to have that because we're not doing it. Would you see what Berto just said? I'm fucking riding with him.
Oh yeah.
So he's not saying he don't want him to succeed. Just saying we're not sure. That's all he's saying.
And there was, dude. I mean, I will say there was times last year that teams knew we were running, and depending on the team and their personnel, we kept running it, and they just couldn't stop us.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it was Seattle, whether it was San Francisco,
I used to get high off of that.
Because
I get high off of that. If you know what we doing, and we know what the stadium know, and we just keep I get high off that, man.
Because Arthur, he's going to keep doing it until you prove that you can stop it. And then once they prove it, then okay, then also know Arthur, he sometimes does some dumb shit. So he may come out throwing, you know what I mean? Like just to throw the deep, you know what I'm saying?
True.
He may come out with 4 straight passing plays. And then they're like, oh shit. So and I mean, I'll give Desmond the benefit of the doubt, man, of having this entire offseason being completely different than last year. He had no idea he was going to be drafted. This year he's had the entire offseason to know he's the guy. He's got, he's out there working with the dudes. So Yeah, I mean, like
Berto.
you've surrounded him with every possible
Everything.
offensive line,
There's
every
no
possible
excuse.
weapon.
Yes.
So
No
it's
excuse.
you, brother. It's you. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there's
That's
nothing.
If you
It's
mess this up,
yeah.
it is you.
Yeah.
But I gotta
Oh.
ask Berto,
Bengals
do
took
you
Jordan
not
battle.
think that Bijan, when he gets
That's
the
a good pick.
running and
That's
That is a
pick.
good pick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
no, I'm saying, do you not think that when Bijan get the running, Tyler get the running, that's gonna open up play action like
Oh
he
my
never
God.
seen before?
It's gonna be play action city.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be. Because
Okay.
we're probably gonna run the ball fucking close to 80-85% of the time, just to set up Desmond's success. Because now, you know, the reads are probably gonna be a little bit easier. The play action is probably gonna be a little bit more than with Mariota. I mean, even though we had it with Mariota, he just couldn't get the fucking ball to nobody.
Right.
So it might be, man. It might be fucking open season on play action, and that's a part of this offense that we've missed. Matt Ryan ran it fucking really, really well back when he was with us.
Yeah.
So now we got to see this with we couldn't do it last year because of Mariota, but I feel confident that we can do it with Ritter. And like you said, John, we've added the pieces around him. So there is success. There's a success plan there. But I just want to dial it back to my original question is like, what would you deem a success and a failure for Bijan? I would deem a success for Bijan year number 1 of Kyle Pitts. He came out, had 1,000 yards receiving. I would expect 1,000 yards in offensive rookie of the year for Bijan being drafted at 8. Mm-hmm. What I would hate is what we saw in Kyle Pitts last year and mishandled, not used properly.
Yes.
And then Bijan comes to the board with 500 or 600 yards,
that'd be a failure.
Rushing. That would be a massive failure in my eyes too. Will it happen? I don't think so, because the kid has such a great makeup, and the pedigree speaks for itself. I don't think it would happen, but crazier shit has happened before, fellas. So we got to leave that door open just a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody's a sure thing, man. But
Najee with the Steelers was underwhelming, man.
Sure
I was expecting way more than that.
Year 1 to year 2, woo,
it was under.
Yep. Night and day.
But it's also the system as well.
Yeah.
You got to take a look at that too. I mean, like the Steelers have always been a lineup and just kind of up the gap, A B gap type runner team. Like they haven't been a super, but that's this is a different cat, man. ATLP said we still got free. Yeah, I mean we still have money. We still got money left if you want to do stuff. Yeah, I mean like there's still. Ark said, let Terry cook and trust the process. Derek Collins said Bergeron was trending toward the first round. Yeah,
he was.
That's what I heard, man.
Mm-hmm. He definitely was.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, hey. Aaron the chef.
And we got him 8 picks later. Wallace said, Alberto, we don't know if Bergeron is going to be there or not. They scouted him to be in the senior, but
at left guard, agreed 100%. Yeah, we did, but I just still
Jordan,
feel like
my man Jordan.
He could have dropped, man.
James,
right from Kentucky.
Kentucky, that's awesome.
What's going on in Kentucky?
Yeah, what's up, man? So I like the Bijan pick, man. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, we saw Darnell go to the Steelers, man. That's
good for him. Good for him.
We'll have a positive until he runs a load.
Yeah. I think the thing that warmed me up even more to him, man, was when they was asked the question, what are you going to do with your first purchase? And he said, well, I got to give tithes to the church, man.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable, man. Very humble.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that. Yeah.
No.
Never heard it.
No.
Yep.
And I
just want to say this. Man, it is very important that y'all, I know a lot of y'all just look at skill set. It's very important when they go and they sit with these boys and talk to them. Because you don't want to bring a fucking asshole in the locker room. You don't want to bring somebody who's cocky in the locker room. You don't want to bring somebody that's lazy into the locker room. You don't want to bring you got to talk to them. And it's important that somebody is a good person in their heart, man. So I appreciate that. They appreciate that.
Absolutely. 100%, man.
And we'll get close to closing this down, man. Big Boy Brewski said, Berto, who should we go after tomorrow?
Man,
here's what we wait for. See, this is why we love Berto. Come on, Berto.
You know who I like, man? I mean, is Adetomwe Adebawore still there? Because him falling is a fucking shock to me.
It's a fucking mystery, dude.
Hold on, Berto. Why is he falling, Berto?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what
I haven't heard anything.
Exactly. I haven't heard it. All we have heard is this man put up incredible numbers at the combine, is scheme fit and versatile enough to play on this Falcons defensive line, from what I've seen. So why he's falling and why other players are getting drafted before him, I have no idea. And the crazy part about it is we're not gonna find out until he gets drafted, and then the little reports come out. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that I can't stand. But going into tomorrow, man.
The Browns just took Siaki Ika.
Yep. Yeah. Damn, man. Another guy. Xavier Hutchinson, Trey Palmer. Two wide receivers. One from what is it? Is it Iowa and
Nebraska's Trey Palmer, and then Iowa State is
Xavier Hutchinson. Yeah. Let's do. We went 2 offense. Let's go 2 defense. Those are 2 guys that I would look at. So Alberto, if he's still there at in round 4, definitely, man, run to the fucking podium and get this guy on the team, man, because he's just that guy for me, man.
So you want a wide receiver, Berto?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to. We got to pick one. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it is wide receiver, those guys I mentioned, Trey Palmer or Xavier Hutchinson, or even the Parker kid from Cincinnati. That's another one.
Trey
A.T. Brown, I think, is still. Yeah, Trey Tucker. A.T. Brown, I think, is still on also.
Yep.
Solid guy still.
Hey, we're at $4.99, man. If anybody here has not subscribed, drop us a subscription and get us to 500.
One more.
One more.
Somebody go subscribe right now. Get
yes,
your
sir, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, y'all let us know, man. Let's see. Adam said, "Stat the box in London and Pitts are one-on-one. Just chuck it up.
One-on-one with them.
We have some one-on-one type of guy. That's the thing. I mean, like a lot of teams are going to want to double Pitts or going to want to double Bijan. They're going to have to make a decision. You know what I mean? And like Berto said, it's going to be up to Dez to make that decision and make the right read, the right hot read, whatever. Man, they got to make that decision and make the play, which I think he can, man. I think he's got the confidence to do it. Wallace, I think we're going to be more balanced. Yeah, for sure.
Wallace is the man, bro.
Yeah, hey, man, Wallace be on. I'm telling you, Wallace be on.
You got to let him on your stream. Anytime that you allow the folks to come on, he'll pop in. He'll pop in.
Oh, good deal. Yeah, Wallace, your shirt's on the way. He won a shirt the night on 100.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
no way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, awesome. So I saw that the young kid Jordan.
Jordan and Wallace got one.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, guys.
It's on the way, man. It's on the way.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
No Atlanta team puts up with Philadelphia. No,
nah,
you're right.
Yeah. The Atlanta
Braves don't. No.
We used to.
We did used to.
We used to.
Oh, yeah. Dahlia, I love this, man.
Yeah.
I was surprised. John Schmeichel Smith was. I was surprised.
The last guy. Yeah.
I was surprised that he didn't go earlier, man.
True. There is one other guy.
I was just about to add. Berto, who is the other guy?
USC. For this kid from USC.
Voorhees.
No. He's the guard. The center that plays, played alongside Voorhees. He's a name to watch. I'm throwing a fucking brain fart.
500, baby. I know who did it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. 500.
Oh, somebody did it. 500. Thank you.
Halfway to 1,000, baby. Let's go.
Awesome.
We love it.
Awesome.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't interrupt you, man.
No, you're good, man. Oh no, man, this is your platform, baby. What you say goes, man.
It's another man, good senator, Alberto, who you think could come off?
Yeah, the gentleman from USC. I can't remember his freaking name, man. But he played alongside Andrew Voorhees. He'd probably be the next highest rated one on the board. I mean, I don't go by what Mel Kiper or Todd McShay put on their big board. I can care less for them too. I go by Berto's fucking big board, and I think he's the next one.
I do too. I go by Berto's. I don't give no fuck about Mel Kiper.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what time is it?
Mel Kiper.
What time is it? He only does like 75 mock drafts, so he can just.
Oh man,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What time does it start tomorrow?
12. Noontime.
Oh, okay. So I'll get to see some of it because our first game is not till 3:00, so I'll get to see a little bit of it.
Dude, we had a game tonight, so I jumped on the stream late. I'm telling you, this league is so unorganized. So my daughter plays softball, Mike, and she just started this past week. I sent Mike a picture. I was like, man, not my daughter playing softball in jeans. no uniform, so thrown together. We get the schedule. We're not on to play tonight, and then last minute they're like, "Oh, we got a game tonight. See you at 5:30." Wait, what? What the fuck is going on, man? That's the one, Brett Nealon. Thank you, Dahlia. That's the one. So I got on late. They went into extra innings. My daughter's team won 6-7 in softball. All right. So I jumped on late, man. And then truth be told, tomorrow we're supposed to have opening day. shit was canceled because it's gonna be horrible weather up here. It's gonna be raining cats and dogs. So I'll be tuning in at noontime for round 4, and then we don't pick again until 7, right? We got back-to-back picks in 7.
Yeah.
And
so I'll get to see the 4th. Yeah, and then so we got a game at 3, then we got one at 7. So yeah, we got a game break, and then now it's looking like nasty weather on Sunday, so it may not be anything. So Mike, we'll do let's do another reaction show. When you want to do, Saturday night or Sunday?
Man, I go whenever. I'm out of my Falcon mind. I do it at midnight.
Right.
I don't care.
We gave away 110, James, in that trade. So it's
was it 110 or 113 we gave away?
I thought it was 110, but either I don't know.
One of those.
One
got
of
some picks for Matt Ryan, but I won't go there.
Jesus.
God damn it.
So Keely Ringo, Ade, DeJuan Jones, Toa, Clark Phillips III still on the board.
Clark Phillips the third is still on the board. This is all new because again I jumped on late, so there's a lot of names. Oh, here we go.
Dude, I would run to grab him, man. Wow. Clark Phillips.
Sure, absolutely. He's from Utah.
Clark Phillips, yeah.
DeJuan Jones will be a nice stash.
Yeah.
Keely Ringo, cornerback in the NFL.
Ringo still on the board, y'all?
Yeah.
Ringo still on the board. I would transition him to safety, man. Or
I would too.
Is Cam Smith still on the board?
No.
Cam Smith went.
Where did he go?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dirty mother.
I don't remember.
I'll tell you right now.
No, I would tell you.
Dolphins.
That's right.
Dolphins.
That's right.
Go ahead, Miami. But shit, man. But we can still get.
I would take Clark Phillips to put him in the slot right there, nickel corner right now.
I like Clark.
Yeah.
Or at least compete for it. I mean, he played outside at Utah.
He did play outside.
He shut down Drake London last year too.
Sure did. Very physical. One catch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't mention that, John. We're gonna edit that out.
Oh shit! Trey Tucker just went to the Raiders.
Berto, tell the people where you gonna be covering the draft, man. I just want to say this: if it was one person that he got his own show, I couldn't
James,
put him away. But I text him in the middle of our show, come on. If it's one person that I wanted on our draft night, it was the one below us right now. My man knows what the fuck he talking about. So, but he will be covering his own thing. So y'all need to. If y'all, man, go check my man Berto. I know he watched college. He know what he talking about with the draft. Hey, so Berto, just tell him where you're gonna be, speaking about the draft and how you gonna cover it. How do you plan to cover the draft?
So mainly, I'm always with Smitty. So I'm sure we'll dice something up. We'll probably go on tomorrow at some point. If we don't, I'll. Who knows? I might do something new. I haven't hosted one on my own. Where I'm hosting the whole
Come
thing.
on, Berto!
I haven't done it yet, man. But I'm getting there. I'm building the confidence little by little. But but yes, definitely. I'll probably be on with Smitty tomorrow at noontime, and that you'll catch me on there on the Smitty Sports Machine. And yeah, man, just talking shit, trying to laugh, crack jokes, and critique these picks, man.
Please go check my man Berto out. He will, he said, he's gonna be with Smitty tomorrow. He might be there Sunday, but y'all gotta go check him out for your draft information. It's nobody better.
Got to. And James, I think we probably stay there, buddy. I don't see us giving up any more picks. Law said he would be there tomorrow.
Wallace, I'm telling you.
I was saying, what up?
Bubba Gump, what's happening?
She's correcting you here, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Delilah.
Oh, Delilah. I'm so sorry, beloved. I'm so sorry.
Delilah.
Do it, Berto. No doubt, man. No doubt. I appreciate
no, dude.
it,
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, man.
Man, Berto, if you ever host it, I'm there, dog. I don't care. 1 in the morning, I'm coming.
Man, that goes without saying. The day that I go live, everybody in their mama's gonna get the goddamn link to the script, man. Jump right on, man.
When I was on with JR earlier, that's I love it because I ain't gotta do shit. I just sit there and talk. I'm not trying to coordinate stuff and keep the show script. It's just I can just talk. Great. So
JR knows his shit, man. JR's
he does.
Dude, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, we did. I was on pound for pound. Whoa, this was a while, but this is back when I first really started. So I think it was around September or so, and oh man, the other gentleman that he was doing it with,
Toby.
Toby, yes.
Toby.
He was still.
Toby's awesome,
he was active. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yep.
James, man, thank you for tuning in, James.
Big time,
Yeah.
James. Yeah, brother. Come
Drop
on back,
that
man.
sub.
We'll be during the season. We do pre-shows before that game coming up on the Sunday, and then we'll do recap shows either on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever our schedule allows us to do,
and all type of nonsense in between, James.
Absolutely,
all
man. Well,
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
man. We do quite a bit on yeah. I appreciate you.
Lala, thank
so
you
much.
for
Yes,
500.
yes,
Thank you so much.
yes.
All right, guys. It's 11, man. We're gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go watch some Netflix, I guess, and
Oh, what the hell am I doing?
if you finish out watching the draft, it's almost over.
Yeah,
James,
102.
appreciate you, buddy. Thanks, man.
Thanks, James.
Alberto,
man.
buddy, thanks for coming by, man.
No
thanks for
problem, man.
stopping in,
Appreciate
dude.
you sending the link, man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely,
Mike
man.
and John. Appreciate you guys, brothers.
Always, brother. Always. So you guys can, like I said, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, follow us on Twitter at Out of Your Effing Mind. You can follow us on Instagram, Out of Your Falcon Mind. On TikTok, it's Out of Your Falcon Mind too, right, Mike?
I'm gonna tell you, I run the TikTok. I have no fucking idea.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it is, man. Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure it is. But y'all got make sure y'all follow Mike on TikTok. He handles all that for us. He does a great job with it. Wallace, appreciate you, brother, as always. Jordan, you're the man, dude.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jordan, congratulations on the shirt, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, both of you guys. Yeah. And we will catch y'all up maybe tomorrow night, maybe Sunday. Just depends on how my baseball evening goes and how Sunday shapes out. So, as always, appreciate you guys so much for hanging with us tonight. Go Falcons, man. Rise up. Let's pick some more good players tomorrow. We will see y'all then. Much love. Mike, take us out.
Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.
Peace.